Hello everybody and welcome to this 4th Saturday garden update for December. Here are all the epiphyllums in the warmth of the house. They all did alright. The only one that did take some frost damage was this one, but it was just the outer leaves. The inner leaf, the important one, has survived. So that's a bit of good news there. I've got so many of these I won't know what to do with them when they all start growing. It's a very windy day today. Not so cold as it could be. Here's everything. Here's all the trees, the sycamore, the spirea, lost all of its leaves. Here's one I keep forgetting to mention, which is the maple, the field maple that I took as an air layering last August. May to August I prepared it. It's doing very well. It's grown a few new bits. It's going to take quite a lot of years though to get the final shape. Here's the rest of the garden. The hydrangea there, fast asleep. All of these buddleias and sycamores in their little pots. These are a little bit of a nightmare to look after because they send roots down through the pots into the soil, and then suddenly you end up with something bigger than you expect. And no, it's sent its roots down into the soil and you have to sort it out. Not so good. Here's a few other different types of trees. There's an older dug up tree. But yes, it's not so good because it's split in half down the back there. So yeah, not so good. This was another air layering. It was in fact a cutting. It's a very nice one because it's got a good scar feature on the side of it. And that is still alive in the top. That's one that I did quite well with. But yes, everything's asleep at the moment. All of these trees, apart from the buddleias, I got some globosa buddleia and some white buddleia. That white buddleia there is a very nice one that produces the big flowers, big blooms, not the smaller ones that a lot of them do. Here's all the hebes and some other plants here. More of these tanukis that I don't know what to do with. Through here, I trimmed one of the buddleias, and I've just left all of the pile just here. And down there is the completed frog lair, which is just some old paving slabs made into a cube, and then I sort of put some soil, made it so the frogs can jump in and out of there. And this will help warm it up as well, all of this pile on top. Eventually this will break down and decay, and I can sweep bits of it off into my compost heap or around and about here. So it will all get reclaimed, reused again, like a circle of life thing. In the greenhouse, I have loads of beetroots. These are the smallest ones, and I've been potting up gradually them into small and medium-sized pots. A lot of these I've used in the past. You might recognize those blue ones from my past videos, and these yellow ones. Yes. But yeah, I've got lots. These were quite big. Lots of beetroots next year. I'm going to see what they're like in the slow cooker. Down there I've just got some more buddleias and things. I think some of those buddleias are also large blooms. They produce large flowers, but they're the light purple variety. So that'll be another interesting one to grow. I might grow them in like large pots and see how well they do. Here's the bench where the peppers were. All of those peppers, yes, they died because I left them out. But I could have brought them into the house and overwintered them. I just didn't plan on doing that. But I've reused all of the soil, and all the lettuce is in there as well. I've reused all of that, and I'll get that back. I've started a new pepper project, which I'll show you at the end. This is the buddleia that I pruned. Gave it a good trim. Yes, I might have to do that every year with these ones, otherwise they just get out of hand. In here I've got some more space I've created. I'm going to grow my peppers on these units here. I'm going to have some there, some on this. This has completely, largely fallen apart, this thing, so I've taken what's left and I've tried to make a shelf out of the remainder. I'm going to use just this here on this little stack. I might remove this top bit, well, I'll see. And then I'll use this old bench here for lots of pepper plants to sit on. I'm going to use those big pots on the right, and I might use the medium ones rather for overwintering maybe, and the small ones are just for starting. Now I had some pepper seeds. Oops. I had some pepper seeds in here, but I decided I had too many now, so I didn't need to use the nappy bin, the old nappy bin for that. And that's it for the garden. I'll show you what I've got on the windowsill. Here is where I started some pepper seeds in the good old airing cupboard where it was nice and warm. That was a week or two ago now, and what I've done is these are yellow bell pepper seeds, which were the first ones I planted. They're a couple of weeks now and they're looking really good, some of them, so I'm going to definitely pot up all of those. In this one I've got some red super hot jalapenos, which I can see a few there growing nicely. I'm going to grow the jalapeno out and I'm going to use it as a pollen plant. I'm going to take pollen from it and I'm going to put it on these yellow bells. And this one here is orange bell, so I'm going to also grow the orange one again. I managed to, in my earlier videos in 2020, I crossed an orange bell pepper plant with using pollen from a red jalapeno, and you'll see that in my October 2020 video. And then in the summer the following year I grew out those hybrids and I was really happy with those. Really nice. Just not the jalapeno, I just found it far too hot, just did not enjoy it. But the hybrids were really nice, a really good mixture. But anyway, that's my update for December, and thank you all for watching.